Have you ever walked into someone's home and instantly felt something peaceful? The floors spotless, the tables clear, and even the air carried a subtle scent. Not strong, not sharp, just clean enough to feel fresh. And then you wondered, how do they manage that while you keep cleaning and still feel overwhelmed? Tired and sometimes sigh. Look around and tell yourself, never mind, I'll do it later. You're not lazy, you're just tired. And maybe you've been doing it at the wrong spot, the wrong way, or the wrong time. The truth is, a tidy home doesn't come from deep cleaning once a week. It comes from very small things done in just a few minutes, even things you don't have to do. But if done regularly after a month, you won't even recognize how your home has changed. No more clutter, no more damp smells, no more waking up to pick up scattered stuff on tables, chairs, the kitchen, or the floor. All it takes is 12 habits each, taking less than 5 minutes. You don't need to remember all of them at once. Just start with any habit you like. But I suggest you listen to the end, because habit number 7 not only makes your home smell better, it also lightens your heart. It's something very few people think about, but those who live alone and don't feel lonely do it every day. And now we begin with the first habit. Habit number 1, a tidy bed for a tidy mind. Many people think the bed is private, so it doesn't need tidying. But the truth is, it greatly affects how the whole room feels. A messy bed makes everything look chaotic, even if there's not much stuff around. But just pulling the blanket straight, fixing the pillow neatly, the whole space immediately looks brighter, cleaner, and most importantly, your mind feels calmer too. This habit doesn't take much time, less than 2 minutes every morning, but it gives you the sense that you've already completed something at the start of the day, like a small win, making you want to continue other things more naturally. For those living alone, this habit matters even more because it's a quiet act of self-care, a gentle reminder that says, I still care about the place I live in. No one else has to see it. As long as you feel good, that's enough. And once you get used to that sense of tidiness, you won't want to go back to clutter again. Starting with the bed is the easiest way to gain momentum for the day. And once making your bed doesn't feel like a task but a routine, you'll want to try another simple principle, one that keeps your house from getting messy in the first place. And that is habit number 2. Touch it once and put it away. Have you noticed that the mess in your home doesn't come from big actions but from small things left behind? A jacket hung temporarily on a chair, a letter placed temporarily on the table, a glass left temporarily on the nightstand. And then your house turns into a series of temporary things. Tidy people avoid this by a very simple rule. If you pick it up, put it back in place. If you open it, fold it back. No, saving it for later. No piling things up. Because small things left for later become big tasks, but doing them right away never becomes a burden. This is called the one-touch rule, meaning every item passes through your hands only once before it goes back to its place. It sounds small, but that very habit keeps your home feeling clean, even if you don't do any extra cleaning, because nothing stays out of place too long. No stacks of paper, no piles of stuff, no heaps of clothes. You'll be surprised to see that after just a few days of doing this, your space feels noticeably lighter. And so does your mind, because there's no little task waiting for you anymore. And once you're used to putting things away right after use, it becomes much easier to move on to the next habit. A small one that brings a clear sense of comfort every morning. And that is habit number 3. Give a gift to tomorrow morning. There is one thing that people who keep their homes clean always do after dinner. They never leave dishes overnight, not because they are perfectionists, but because they understand how different it feels to wake up and walk into a tidy kitchen compared to seeing a sink full of plates, a cloth tossed carelessly and grease stains on the counter. Cleaning up after dinner takes less than 10 minutes, but makes the next morning so much easier. You don't have to start your day by gathering dishes or wiping down tables. Instead, you are greeted by a clean, dry, fresh-smelling kitchen, like a gentle hello to yourself. It doesn't have to be complicated. Just hang the towel right after rinsing. Wipe the counter while your hands are still warm. Straighten the chairs, and that's enough. If you live alone, the feeling is even clearer, because you're not doing it for anyone else. You're doing it for your future self. And if done regularly, this will naturally become a way of living without effort, without reminders, simply because you're used to it. And when the kitchen is clean, your mind also calms down. You'll feel like doing one more thing. Something simple that prevents dirt from sticking in the first place. And that is habit number 4. Wipe the easy-to-dirty spots every day. You don't need to clean the whole house daily. Just notice a few small areas where dust and grime love to stick, like the kitchen counter, the coffee table, the sink edge, the light switch, the door handle. If left uncleaned for a few days, they'll build up into patches you can't miss, no matter how clean the house is tidy. People know this, so they always keep a clean cloth or a small rag near these spots. Just 1 minute each day with a light wipe is enough. No chemicals needed, just wipe evenly. You'll be surprised how bright and clean everything looks with very little effort. This regular wiping means the house never gets dirty enough to need deep cleaning, because no spot has time to get that bad. And that feeling is so pleasant, you don't have to wear yourself out every weekend. No need to mentally prepare for a big clean, because everything stays in good shape. And once you feel that difference, you won't want to skip it anymore. It'll become a natural part of your rhythm. And when cleaning feels this light, you'll want every evening to end in calm and order. And that's why there's habit number 5. 10 minutes before bed, there's a small window of time at the end of the day that, if used well, will keep your house tidy without tiring you out. Just 10 minutes before sleep. No big chores, just take a walk around, fluff the pillows on the sofa, fold the towel at the sink. Pick up a few scattered items, straighten the chairs, gather any toys or papers the grandkids left behind. It's not exhausting, it doesn't take effort, but it lets you sleep with the sense that everything is in order. And in the morning, you don't wake up to chaos or rush to tidy up. You step out and feel like someone cared for your home overnight, and in fact that someone was you, but it was so gentle you forgot. And that gentleness is the key to keeping this habit going every day. You don't have to try, just let it be how you end your day, like turning off a lamp, locking the door, or folding a blanket. Those 10 minutes are how you remind yourself that this home is still being cared for, and also how you reassure yourself that tomorrow will begin from a place of order and peace. And if after that little task you feel like adding something fresh and uplifting, there's one more habit that is very simple but has a big effect on the air and your spirit. Habit number 6, paper in, clutter out. Paper is the fastest thing to pile up in your home without you noticing. Today, it's an ad, tomorrow it's a bill, then a flyer, a note. And in just a week, your dining table or shoe rack can turn into a tall stack of paper. Tidy people don't let that happen because they handle it the moment paper enters the house when opening mail. They have a small trash bin nearby to throw out what's not needed. Bills go into a separate tray. important items into a thin box stored properly. They don't let paper wander onto the kitchen counter, nightstand, or beside the sofa. This takes just seconds. But if done regularly, you'll never feel like there's too much paper, and you'll always find what you need in seconds. No more digging through stacks or drawers. The key is not letting paper become a burden. It's just something that passes through daily and is filed away on time. And when paper no longer weighs you down, your home will feel lighter and your mind clearer, leaving you more space for more important things, like opening the windows to let in sunlight and fresh air each morning. And that is habit number 7. Open the windows daily and let your home breathe. A clean home is not always a pleasant one. If the air inside is stale, heavy, or smells old, that's why older people who live alone often have homes that always smell fresh. They don't use air sprays or scented candles. They simply open a window every day, even just 10 minutes. Even when it's cold, they still crack it open to let air circulate. Light come-in smells go out, and the mood lifts stale air, plus cooking smells, plus damp towels and fabrics that haven't been aired out can make you feel stuffy. But opening a window changes all that. Everything becomes lighter and brighter, even if you haven't cleaned a thing. Some people say they start every morning by opening the window and sipping tea. Just a few minutes makes the house feel alive, and the heart more at ease. Opening the window is not just about freshening the air. It's letting your home breathe like a living body and breathing with it. Morning light also helps naturally disinfect gentle breezes, carry away quiet dampness you didn't notice. And if you do this regularly, you'll feel the difference. Your home won't just be clean, it will be alive, and you won't feel trapped in 4 walls anymore. And when the air has been refreshed, there's one more thing you should take care of that day to avoid letting it build up and make you feel overwhelmed later. And that is habit number 8. Do a small load of laundry every day. Many people still keep the habit of gathering laundry all week to wash in one go. It sounds like it saves time, but for older adults that becomes a burden. Washing too much at once makes you stand too long, bend too much, hang clothes with tired arms, fold them with aching hands, and sometimes after finishing the laundry, you have no energy left to do anything else. That's why tidy people choose to wash. A little every day, just a few items today. A bit more tomorrow. Hand washing is fine. Using a machine is fine too, as long as you don't pile it up every time you finish washing. Then hang it up right away, fold it right away, put it away right away. Everything flows gently and smoothly, and you will never see your laundry basket overflow again. The good thing is that when you wash less, you take better care of your clothes, hang them in better spots, and your clothes always smell fresher. Your home no longer has that musty smell from old laundry left too long, and more importantly, you won't have to spend your whole morning surrounded by a mountain of clothes. Just 10 minutes a day is enough. And when laundry is no longer exhausting, you'll have more energy for other things, especially cleaning. And if you want cleaning to feel light, you need to prepare from the start, specifically by putting cleaning supplies where you actually need them. And that is habit number 9. Keep cleaning tools in the right spot. One of the reasons you avoid cleaning is not because you're lazy, but because every time you need to do something, you have to go look for things, look for a cloth, a broom, a spray bottle, and you get annoyed and give up. Tidy People know this, so they keep cleaning tools close to where they're used. For example, the bathroom has its own cleaner, and brush the kitchen has its own towel and deodorizing spray. The living room has a small lint roller or dust cloth tucked in a drawer. This is not overcomplicating things. It helps you deal with messes. As soon as they appear, a splash of water, a fingerprint, a fallen hair. When you see it, you clean it and then it's done. No saving for the weekend, no deep cleaning needed. It's this convenience that keeps the home tidy without much effort. And when cleaning is easy, you'll do it more often, more regularly, and won't feel like saying, "I'll do it tomorrow," because doing it now takes less than a minute. And when everything is already there, cleaning doesn't feel like a chore. It feels like a small act of care. And once you're used to that, it becomes easy to keep up another habit. Very simple, but it helps the whole house look clean all the time. And that is habit number 10, sweep the right spots, not the whole house. You don't need to sweep the whole house every day. Just focus on the places that actually get dirty, like the kitchen, the entryway, and the main walkway. These are the places you walk through often, where food crumbs fall, dirt from shoes, shed hair, or scraps of paper. If you just lightly sweep those areas every morning or evening, your house will always look clean without much effort. Tidy people don't wait until the weekend to sweep. They do it lightly every day, like a reflex, not a big task. Just a light broom or small mop. Kept in a hidden corner, you'll handle dust right when you see it. And because you do it regularly, the floor never gets dirty enough to be overwhelming. The nice thing is, when the floor is clean, the whole house feels brighter. And when the house is bright, your mood lifts. You feel like you live in a cared-for space, with no sense of, "It's okay if it's dirty today," because nothing has a chance to get that dirty. And when the floor is clean and the house is settled, the more important question is, do you know why you're doing these things every day? If you've never really thought about that. Then, habit number 11 is a needed reminder. Remind yourself why tidiness matters. Keeping your home clean is not just for it to look nice, but for you to feel more comfortable living in it. Many older people clean as a duty, or because the kids are coming over, but truly tidy. People clean for themselves. They understand the feeling of walking into a bright room with nothing out of place helps the mind feel peaceful. They don't need compliments or approval, because every time they wipe a table, fold a blanket, or pick up a scrap, they are caring for their own living space. And that is just as important as taking medicine or eating right. Some people write a small note in the corner of the kitchen that says, "I clean, so I feel lighter." And they really do it every day. Not a lot, not exhausting, just consistent enough that they don't have to try anymore. It's just how they live. When you have an inner reason to clean, you stop seeing it as a chore and start seeing it as self-care. And because of that reason, you won't just keep your house clean, but also keep your heart calm. And when you sit down and everything is done, you take a deep breath and feel peace. That is when habit number 12 appears. Finish cleaning. Sit down and smile the final habit. But the one that helps all the others last is to know when to stop and enjoy. Not enjoy as a reward for cleaning, but as a moment to connect with yourself. When the house is tidy, the kitchen is clean, the table is clear. You don't need to do anything else. Just sit in at your favorite spot. Pour a cup of tea, lean back, take a slow breath in and out, and look around in that moment. You will feel something special. Not because the house is clean, but because you are fully present in that space. Not worrying about what's unfinished. Not thinking about tomorrow's to-do list. Just feeling grateful for now. Home is for living, not for cleaning all the time. And when you learn to clean just enough, clean the right way, and then pause to live in that home, you will find the peace you've been looking for has been here all along, right? Under this familiar roof, and if today is the first time you try even one habit from this list, then just begin. You don't have to do them all. You don't have to rush. Just be consistent. And if you feel this message touches something inside you, then I invite you to stay with this channel, because we will keep sharing small, simple things like this to help you live a lighter life every day. And if you feel that these small things are making your days a little more pleasant, then we are truly happy to walk this path with you for the long run. Please subscribe so you won't miss any of our gentle and down-to-earth videos, which can make each day in your home feel a bit more peaceful and worth living. Thank you, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.